All right, welcome back, baseball fans. We are back at the APBA Master Game on the base running advancement, and this is going to be a short video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about um, sometimes the wise decision is to not try to throw a runner out trying to take an extra base. So I set up a little scenario here using the 2022 projected set. APBA is giving away with their, when you buy a set right now, you get a pack of these 10 cards. I think I showcased them on one of my other videos. But these come when you buy like a season set right now. You get this projection set. I think these are projected from Memorial Day stats. I'm not sure. I think I think it's like 100 cards they're doing. And then they're going to like do all the rookies in like the last set. So this is like I have 50 of the cards of the 100. So I just grabbed some of these guys for a scenario. So we got at second base from Toronto is going to be Lourdes Gurriel, and the key number we're going to be using for him is his 13 speed. In right field, we're going to have Ian Happ, and he is for this play, we're going to use his arm 32. Marcus Stroman's on the mound. He's a move to first +1, so that's going to be no change. Remember, move to first +2 and 3 is going to affect this runner, or if there was a runner on first, it would have affected it, but there's no effect at all for the runners on second on the pitcher's move to first. At the plate is going to be a left-handed batter, Manny Machado. Okay, so what I wanted to show you here was how the hit value is going to work out with this and his chances, and why in some situations it may make sense to not even try to throw this runner out at the plate. And the goal there is to keep Machado at first base on a single. So if you've ever seen that, some bad throws by the outfield, the announcers will say, "Oh, he missed the cutoff man." And that's usually done by it's like a bonehead move by an outfielder, which APBA represents that with these hit values, which you're going to see. So let's say Machado gets a play result 7 with 2 outs, and let's say it's a third section over. So remember, we have our hit values here. So third section over, let's say we rolled a 5 or a 6, and there's 2 outs. So Machado's hit value to right fielder for a lefty. Remember, if he was a righty, you would look down these numbers. But for a righty or lefty, he's a hit value 54. Okay, so you're going to take that 54 and you're going to go straight to the right fielder's speed. Or, I'm sorry, straight for the right fielder's arm. So it's 32. So how I add those up in my head is I actually look at 32 and I add 20 to it to see how close I get. So it's 42, 52. And then I get the difference. I know it's 54 is my hit value, so I have to add 2 more. So I know I have 22 there to start with. So that's just how I get the difference between 54 and 32 in my head. I mean, you guys probably do it better some other way, but I could easily add up 54 and 32. Just looking at, I add 20. Like this is 52, and what's the difference? 2 more, so it's 22 is the difference. Okay, then we're going to add in for Gurriel, so he can go to third. Remember, the offense has a decision. He can attempt to take the extra base and score on this play. So we would take that 22 and we would add Gurriel's speed of 13, which would give us a total of 35. And 35 is going to be our chance number. So let's equate that to dice roll chances using the table. So you can see 35. You see the row 1 is the dice equivalent. So it's 35 chance out of 36 Gurriel is going to be safe at the plate. You can see I just have to roll a 65 or less. So it's almost certain 35 out of 36 times he's going to be safe if I try to make that throw. If Happ tries to throw all the way into home to try to get Gurriel to take an extra base. Now, if you remember, after the offense decides, or after the defense decides to throw for that runner, then the offense can decide to take the extra base on the throw. And that was that third line, if you remember. So you look at this line right below this 35, we said 25. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add that to Machado's speed of 15, which gives us 40. So if I throw home, all I have to say is Machado is going to take the extra base on the throw. And he would have a 40 chance out of 36. He'll be automatically at second base. So you kind of want to stop there for a second and think, what are my probabilities? Am I going to try to get 31 out of 36 chance of getting Gurriel at home, or is it better that I do not make the throw? Therefore, when you do not make the throw, the batter is limited to his original hit value. So he would be stuck with a single, and he would have no chance at all of going to second, because you would think of it like this. Happ is not making the throw home. He's letting Gurriel score, and he is going to just say throw it in the second baseman. Machado's stuck at first. He cannot attempt to take that extra base. So you can see it makes sense sometimes to not throw and attempt to maybe keep Machado at first base. Now, when would you make that throw? Let's say Gurriel is, say, the winning run. All right, so let's say it's bottom of the ninth, tie game, and this is a base hit, and you're down to your last roll, your last chance to try to save the game, and that's probably the only situation you would see. You would make that throw from Happ all the way home to try to get Gurriel on that 1 in 36 chance. So you'd have to roll 66 to nail him at the plate. So just to show you how like a little cutoff play would work there too. And this is another reason why you don't want to throw every time is if you look at the cutoff plays, you know, and this is probably why you probably may not want to take the extra base on the throw by Machado. So let's say Gurriel tries to go home. All right, you have your 35 chances. Now I said I'm going to try to take the extra base on the throw since you're going to go to home with the throw. So if you remember the play results 7, we have some cutoff options here at 6-4. So that means that's an option I could cut the ball off. And so what we would do in that case is if I decide to cut the ball off after he's decided to send Machado to second, then remember I take 15 off of Machado's advance number. If you remember, that was 40. So it was 25 plus his 15 speed of 40. So his 40 would go down 15 to, what is that, 25. So even with a cutoff play, even if I cut the ball off, Machado would still have 25 chances out of 36 to be safe at second, even if I cut it off. And guess what? Gurriel's still safe at home because he would be automatically safe because I cut the ball off. So a lot of times that's another reason why you wouldn't want to make the throw home, because again, like if you choose to not make the throw, Machado is stuck at first. He cannot go anywhere else. Gurriel scores, but look, what's the other option? Okay, so let's say he does try to take second on the play, then he has a very good chance of even getting taking the base, whereas he's not going to have that cutoff option if I don't make the throw. So you can see a lot of times just the key thing when you're looking at this chart is if you get into these double digits here on this line 3, 18, 21, 25, 26, that means you probably do not want to make the throw. Very good likelihood you want to think for a second and say, I probably just want to let this guy take the extra base and not advance. And also you can see up here, it's kind of interesting. It goes down a little bit, and then it goes like this 10 to, this line right here, like right in the middle here, goes 10 up to 10 there. So those are possibilities too of getting, maybe not want to make the throw because we're getting pretty high up here too. I always look at these single digits on this range here as like kind of like the game's automatically doing that cutoff for you, where behind the scenes, maybe like infielders cutting that ball off to kind of avoid the guy taking extra base if possible. So Just something to think about. And whenever you're playing a master game, is you don't always have to throw, and sometimes it's the wisest thing to do to not make the throw. All right, have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.